looking back on my childhood, we grew up with so many good shows compared to nowadays. And oh boy, it feels good to be this generation. See, I'm 23, so I grew up with these shows and many, many more. And of course, I will fully admit there are a lot more shows that I could be talking about. And if by any chance you want me to talk about it, let's get this video to 70 likes. If that happens, 1000%, I'll talk about other big bangers like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Spectacular Spider-Man. But for now, let's dive into the first series of this video. Let's go, Beyblade, Metal Fusion, Metal Masters, and Metal Fury was primarily the main show I grew up with, and it was a staple in my morning show. Jinga and the whole crew of everybody, Ryuga being a badass. Every time they ever say a special move, it makes me scream to go to Walmart, buy my own Beyblade, and next thing you know, let it rip, and then scream the special move, and then, you know, be kind of ashamed when nothing happens. And Beyblade, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the few shows that actually kind of killed off their characters. Literally in the beginning of Jinga's journey, he talks about how his father died right in front of him. That is big news, even though, yes, he came back, but that is big news, my goodness. Jinga has a rage moment. Bro, Metal Fusion had an amazing story. Metal Masters was okay. Metal Fury was a good way to wrap up the story in a way. And then Shogun Steel.
Nope.
Digimon Adventures. Wow, it was a average show, I'm not gonna lie. Looking back on it, it is the least watched show of my childhood. There are some great things looking back on it, but wow, it has an enjoyable cast. I love when they digivolve, I love the drama, and also more Greymon every time he would ever say, Terra Force! Dragon Ball who? I didn't know. I knew Goku existed, but I didn't know what the Spirit Bomb was or the Genki Kama, so seeing that was the first time I ever seen a big giant energy orb thrown at somebody, killing them immediately. Plus, I'm pretty sure the Terra Force has a win record over the Spirit Bomb by at least like 1000%. Bakugan Battle Brawlers! And of course there's, you know, Bakugan New Vestroya, Bakugan Bactamian Surge, and probably some more in the Bakugan series. We're talking about, of course, OG Bakugan, not this new trash-ass Bakugan. But the OG Bakugan has something special about it. Oh my god, where do I begin? OG Bakugan gave you everything you ever wanted as a kid. You want collectibles? Boom. You want something that's very colorful? Boom. You want different type of characters? Boom. You want cool moves? Boom. You want a card game as well? Boom. Literally everything a child needs to really be entertained, and Bakugan gave it to me. Plus, Drago, why? Just why did they have to go so hard with the voice actor? Come on!
Pirates, Delta, Dragon!
Every time Drago would ever speak, I'm in tune. I'm like, whoa, the Drago is speaking. I need to listen to this. And by far, my favorite move in Bakugan history. I don't know why it's my favorite and most memorable move. You know what? Honestly, it comes down to two moves. I like Lightning Force Striker, and of course I like
Burning Dragolia!
Each for their own separate reasons. You know, one actually has a story about it, like conquering your own powers, don't let your powers define you. And the other one just, it's when he became a god and was learning that he can use godly powers, because he is now a god. And the way that the series wrapped up, just Dan on a boat, leaving, saying that it's time for someone else to go up to where he has been and surpass him. That is a great story. And we finally get to Pokemon. We're finally wrapped up with Ash. I really thought, honestly, it was going downhill, but bro, explain to me this. When Gen 5 wrapped up and then we got Gen 6 anime, the quality just got one like, oh, but hey, Ultimate Journeys finally wrapped up Ash's story. And now I can finally say something that many YouTubers have not said. Ash vs. Leon, it should have been nominated for Best Animation of the Year. Ash vs. Leon was oh my gosh, it was a spectacle for the eyes. Though Ash Greninja is a close second, and they gave him such a spectacular end. Unlike really all of these series that I mentioned today, Pokemon is the one that really got the love and care to its end of the character, at least in the animation side of it. But man, looking back on these old series just brings me back to my childhood, and a little bit to my present. But of course, there are many more series that we can talk about, so like the video. Thank you for watching. You guys stay safe and peace.